Hello everybody, my name is Samandar. I am final year student at Brunel University, and in today's video I will be showcasing my software which I developed for my final year project. My final year project was about to finding a digital solution to help migrant integration into the UK society. For that purpose, I developed a software called Meepo, which has many functionalities which I think will be useful to migrants in the UK. So let's get started. To test my app, I will be using an Expo Go, which allows me to test my app, which was developed via React Native for mobile applications. So let's get started. Let's scan the QR code. There we go. So now we see the welcome page. We see a nice user-friendly interface. And by the way, I apologize for any background noise you can hear. So let's get started with functionalities. Let's get started with navigation. As you can see, this page displays as a map. So the red point on the map is our current destination. So and it provides the field to enter the destination address. Let's say we want to find the way to Brunel University. There we go. As you can see, it does provide a route for Brunel University. Also, if we scroll down here, we can see the steps we need to take to reach our destination. I will also briefly explain the way my app works, the way this functionality works. So it uses an asynchronous function, which is fetch route, that takes two parameters. The first one is origin, an object with latitude and longitude properties. The second one is destination, with the same properties. So the request body is created and is sent to the server. We receive the answer and we display it to the user. That's it. So let's go to currency converter functionality. Currency converter, I believe, will be useful for newcomers in the UK, so they can get familiar with the local currency and manage their finances better. Let's say I want to convert $1,500 into UK pounds. Yeah, as we can see, our functionality works properly. We are able to convert the amount to the currency we want, which is in our case is GBP. Let me explain you the way it works. So in here we use the function. So we get the exchange rate from the server and we use the formula. We divide exchange rate of two currency to exchange rate of from currency and multiply it by the amount, so we can get the final result. We also have language translator here. So let's say you want to translate word hello to English, from English to Spanish. As we can see, it translates well and it has the listening ability.
Hola.
So for example, if a newcomer in the UK is walking on the street and he doesn't know what to say, he can enter the information in his own language, translate it, and if he doesn't know how to pronounce that sentence, he can use the listening functionality. And it also can be done vice versa. Let's say you are Spanish migrant from Spain, and you want to translate something into English, and you want to say something to the English speaker, so you can use this functionality pretty well. And this functionality works like the previous one. It sends the request to the server, which is in our case is my memory API. So in the case of currency converter, it was exchange rate API, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was it. And navigation uses a Google API. And actually, Google has a pretty funny story, which I will tell you later on, because that functionality was really hard to implement and it has a deep background. We also have a weather forecast functionality, as I believe that it allows migrants, to better adapt to new environments. And I think especially it would be useful for United Kingdom, because the weather in here is, in my opinion, unpredictable. You never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I mean, what weather will come tomorrow. So I think it would be beneficial to be able to know what the weather will look like for tomorrow. So let's enter our city, like Edinburgh. There we go. And as you can see, we know the current weather, 10 Celsius. It's for current weather. And we also, if we scroll down, we see a 2-day forecast for the next days. We also have useful information here. We can, see some traveling tips for the UK. They also provide us the link with more insights in how to travel effectively in the UK. We have a topic about British culture to be able to better communicate with British people. We also have some links which give more profound insights into understanding British culture. We have emergency contacts. I think it would be pretty useful for newcomers. So if some emergency situation happens, they can, they know what to do. And in the case of emergency, if they want to call emergency services, in the bottom we have a button which allows that to happen. So when we press that button, we can see that we can call the 999. We also have a public transport functionality in here. So as I mentioned before, there was a story behind my navigation functionality. Let me tell you how it happened. So in order to be able to implement the navigation, I had to get a documentation and API key from the Google Google Cloud Solutions so I can build up my navigation page. So in order to do that, I had to set up my billing account to set up my billing account properly. But the thing was that I wasn't able to do that. I don't know why. I tried both of my accounts, one from the country where I came from, which is Uzbekistan, and the other one was a UK card, and both of them equally didn't work well. And then I decided to go with other solutions. So I tried to implement transport API. However, the response I received from the server was quite confusing, and I wasn't able to build up something meaningful. So for that reason, I decided to stick with Google Cloud Solutions and try to set up my billing account again. And after a lot of attempts, after a lot of bombarding the Google team with my request, I was finally able to request a help, and I was able to set up my billing account. And as a result, I got the access to their documentation and API key, and I was able to implement my navigation feature successfully. We also have a tab for job help. I apologize for any background noise. I apologize for sneezing because right now I'm locating at my house with my friends. I do apologize a lot for any background noise. We also have a tab for job help, which features job tips. So we can have here some basic job tips like tailoring your resume, networking, and others. We have a CV maker, which allows us to create our own CV. We can enter here our personal details such as full name, email, phone, and address. And we can also able to enter here our professional experience such as skills or education and work experience. And we have also trending jobs for migrants page, which helps us to find any jobs we would like to have. And it uses a tree search for efficient prefix search. So let's say we are looking for a job in a construction field. As you can see, the card instantly updates, and we are able to see the construction jobs. Now we also have another functionality of this page, which is setting preferences. Let's say we are good at navigation, so we know what is where, and we are good at driving cars. And let's say that our preferred location will be London, and we have 4 years of experience. So after we apply the preferences, the card automatically updates and we see the most relevant results. So this functionality uses a weighting system. So it, let's say I'm good at Python or SQL, and if it finds the job boards with where the requirements are Python and SQL, it adds more score to that job post. Let's say I want to work in Edinburgh or in London, it would also add another points to that job. And let's say I have like 2 years of experience, and if that job requires 2 years of experience, it would add additional points, and that job will be displayed to me first as a job with the highest scores. For this functionality, I used my custom dataset, which I made myself using a function, and the reason was that the dataset from Kaggle was were outdated, so they were so the most recent one was for the year 2023, so I decided to come up with my own custom dataset and use the function to create a lot of job postings. That was it for job help. We also feature accessing the local services. We have NHS or finding your local GP, local council, universal credit, or how to apply for a school. We also have a language learning game. For example, it features some grammar in English or quizzes. Let's work on that. And what do you call it? It's a library. It's a breakfast. It's goes to school. What time is it now? No, it's not correct. So in the case if we answer it incorrectly, it displays that the answer is incorrect and provides a small explanation. So let me explain you the way this function works. So in here I use the Levenstein distance algorithm. So this algorithm is used to determine the steps, which is the cost of what is the cost of transforming one string into another one. And if the cost is small, it means that it means that the answers are similar and it says that it's correct answer. But before entering the algorithm, both of the strings undergo a normalization process. For example, hello with a let's say question mark will be transformed into lowercase hello without question mark. And I want to finish up with a nice little about us page. I want to read it all. So let's get started. In today's globalized world, many people are relocated to new countries in search of better opportunities and a fresh start. However, with this transition comes the challenge of integrating into new culture, language, and environment. At Meepo, we understand the importance of proper integration. Our app is designed to assist newcomers by providing useful tools and services that help bridge the gap. Whether it's language translation, currency conversion, weather forecast, or job assistance, Meepo is your one-stop solution to ease your transition and help you feel at home, no matter where you are in the world. Our goal is to empower individuals by ensuring they have the resources they need to integrate seamlessly into their new environments. With Meepo, you can navigate your new world with confidence and support. Yeah, and that was the end of my demonstration. Thank you very much for watching the full solution, and I appreciate your support and your attention. I appreciate your time. I also would like to thank my tutor, Dr. Arthur Mani, for giving me inspirations and motivation not to give up and continue working hard. I would like to also thank my second marker, Valeria Haberland, for providing me a feedback which helped me to improve my app. I managed to add some algorithms, some algorithms, and also some complex ideas or data structures to be able to improve non-triviality of my app. Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.